fuel your path to Winner Winner Chicken Dinner with ice-cold Mountain Dew and with exclusive loot from Mountain Dew fuel stations. Spawning on a map near you.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia Season 2. My name is Super Johnny. The third game on Miramar. Well, it was pretty intense and it was interesting as well. And to help me break down the action, it's going to be my analyst joining me once again, Fixes and Shadow. So, we saw the pace of the game drop down quite a bit in the early stages, but toward the late game stages, the aggression, it was non-stop.
Yeah, of course. You know, you're starting off with Miramar. I kind of anticipated Team Elementrix to have a really good game, considering they drop off at Power Grid, and that was where the initial circle was going to. And they had a very good high ground advantage for themselves. But after that, they somehow did have a lot of trouble coming down, but Assiduous Esports were just right there.
Yeah, Assiduous Esports had an amazing performance, but so did our MVP for this match, ladies and gentlemen. INAS Yashiro. 9 kills confirmed by this one individual player, 996 damage, survival time of 24 minutes and 43 seconds, and 2 assists as well. And INAS, I have to say, INAS and Assiduous Esports, both of them stepping up in this match is going to be so important for these squads, because that is going to mean that they can actually keep up with the rest of the competition. Had this game been a bad one, they would have been so far behind. I mean, imagine that. They won 3 bad games. You do not want that. This match was really crucial, and they made it count as well. Now we have the pentagraph in front of us, where we do see that Yashiro, in terms of kill, he was the top fragger in the entire server, but the damage and the survival time did go to the other players, and so did the assists.
Yes, definitely. He has got the highest kills, that is 9 kills. And he has taken a lot of damage also. If you look at his damage, he has taken a 449 damage. That's way too high. But if we talk about overall performance of INES, I think Experiment has found a new friend. He is going to like the way Oshiro did that sniping shots with the M24. That was pretty amazing.
The M24 shots, I mean, no one is going to forget that. But it is going to be interesting to see who are going to be the rest of the top players. The top 5 players from this match are on our screens, and even the Yashiro and his team of INES had an amazing performance. Elementrix, they're going to find out. Blah, blah, blah is going to be in the top players list. $1,237.
Absolutely. Being the last surviving player of Team Elementrix, he did a lot of job out there. But you know, personally, I really liked how Muffin and Kurkure played in this match out. Because when the circle did come down to them, and when they had their backs against the players of T1 Esports, these were the 2 players that really stepped up. Despite Hanul really fragging himself out of the game, and that must have really hurt them. But it's alright. As long as they got the chicken dinner, that's certainly something that they can live with. And well, Venom Legends having quite a good run, 2 good games. I think they're being very consistent.
Yes, they are definitely being consistent. They lost out on one of the match. They had an early exit, but yes, Elementrix did perform. They got eliminated because of that vehicle explosion, because of the loss of Future Station.
It was a tough time coming down.
Yeah, they had a trouble coming down to the zone.
Well, they had trouble coming down towards the zone, but one place where they are going to be climbing up, it's going to be the standings. But for now, we are going to have the standings for this match on our screens, and well, Elementrix on the 3rd position. Even though the position points were there, they were able to secure those kill points for themselves, resulting in the 3rd place finish. But Assiduous Esports with the chicken and the 11 kills, they are going to be a couple of happy lads after this one. INAS as well, 10 placement points, 11 kill points, 21 in total. So good performance. And as Fixes, you were saying, Venom Legends making a comeback after the bad performance on Sanok, making a comeback in this 3rd match of Miramar was really crucial for them. Also considering the fact that T2K, the leaders of the leaderboard, had an early exit.
Yeah, of course. You know, you can, every day is not a Sunday. Every day, every single match, you cannot expect to win. There are those good matches, and then there are those bad matches. But what you have to really focus on being consistent, and that is what they really need to, catch up with. And we've seen T2K, they have gone off to an explosive start, like you said. But consistency is the key. And if they do not maintain that, somewhere down the line, the same thing can happen with what happened with DRS during the scrims.
I completely agree with that. But in order to keep a consistent performance, you have to fuel the fire that is inside the players, and you have to fuel that explosion constantly with the Mountain Dew, and you are going to be able to do the Dew time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. So now let us have a look at Do the Dew moments for this Miramar match.
Yes, definitely. Studios Esports, the way they performed, even the plus of team AS Abrupt Plus had the height advantage, but they couldn't really capitalize on that. And AS Abrupt Plus just got eliminated in that situation. I think Studios performed really well. Even the Kurkure got knocked out, but later on he got that revival. And if we talk about Salvot Esports, it did manage to pin down the plus of team INES, but they kind of, that came to for sure. I think XP loved that.
You know, that was a whammy out there. And the Stalwarts players, they did not see that coming from anywhere around. But this is where Team Elementrix were really thriving, right? They had that high ground for themselves, and I'm completely parched up in this, deserty map of Miramar. I'll just get myself into you out there. But, talk about 247 Gaming. Well, they were looking promising. They got a few squad rights, but this is where A1 Esports really competing for this spot. I love that. I love the conviction out there from the players, but that is where you should not overstep. And this is the breaker of a fight. They still were having better numbers, but, coming out right in the open, that was costly for them.
Yes, definitely. They kind of overcommitted after eliminating two of the pros from Team Abrupt Plus, but the way this duo performed, Kurkure and Muffin, amazing, eliminating A1 Esports, coming into their compound, and Venom Legends, they also had a kind of a rough time. And if we talk about Future Station, the two teams, INS and Studios Esports, were just rushing in towards them, not rushing them, but shooting towards them when they were pinned down besides an area.
Well, I was completely parched out, and while we were having a glimpse at all those Dew moments, I was actually doing the Dew.
Yeah, I hate you. You have two Mountain Dews on top of that contraption right there, and
I'm not gonna share that. I'm telling you.
This man is not willing to share, having all the Dew by himself.
I'm a short guy, but with a big belly, so that's completely understandable. I need to satiate my hunger and my thirst.
Well, I hope you are not thirsty after all the Mountain Dew you have had right now.
I'll still get myself refueled.
Yes. Well, we have a couple of more things to look at, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the damage histograph as well and see how the fights went out. And oh my goodness. So today has been sort of an interesting day so far. Every single time a team has had the top damage, they have balanced it out perfectly with the number of kills that they've had.
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
Definitely.
Yeah. And 2600 damage for Studios Esports, and making sure that they were getting those kills as well. They were the highest fragging team in the server. 11 kills coming for them. But I like INES. They had 11 kills too, matching the number from Studios Esports, but only with 1535 damage. So an amazing performance. Elementrix, they made sure the high ground advantage that they had mattered in those team fights, and they made sure they got those 9 kills, and the third place finish is gonna be really, really crucial in this match. Elementrix, they were already in the top 8 as far as the leaderboard is concerned, and I think they are gonna climb up. But quite unfortunate for A1 Esports on the other side. I mean, they had just 3 kills, but 900 damage for them. So had they sort of positioned themselves in a better way and been aware of their surrounding, they could have secured those kills. But one team that did not even get a chance to fight was Pain Element.
Yeah, I mean, they were having a lot of trouble out there with the way they are playing, and they really need to pull up their socks, because these are still the early days. But if they continue doing that, they might just go down.
Yes, definitely. It is going to add an extra pressure also. You have been losing out on the 3 matches. You are left with just 2 matches. If you mess up in that also, you mess up in the first day. Day 2 is going to add extra pressure on you.
Exactly. Day 2 is going to have a lot of pressure, but the pressure was already building up when the days were coming for the PMPL to get started. And, well, we have something interesting for you guys, so get ready to see an interview with the players of Team Elementrix, and here it is.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to PUBG Mobile Pro League interview session. And so far, interviews have been amazing, teams have been amazing, gameplays have been amazing, and let's actually, head on to one of the best teams, I would say, in the circuit that we're going to talk to. It's going to be none other than Elementrix, and the name is enough. They have been back-to-back in PMCOs, PMPLs, but well, without any further ado, guys, why don't you just start with the introduction of your own selves?
Hi, this is Mr. Hyozu, and I'm the in-game leader of the team, and I play as a support.
Hello, this is Mr. Nang Janghang Limbu, and my in-game name is X9, and my role is Assaulter.
Hi, I'm Manjul Suresh. My in-game name is Orange, and I'm the assaulter of the team.
Hi, my name is Sonim Limbu. My in-game name is Iyak Sonim. I'm assaulter in my team.
Well. So many assaulters and so dominating team. Well, I'll start the questions with you, Mr. Yosu. Just like, you said you're the IGL of the team. Plus, there have been many instances we've seen you in PMC or back-to-back, PMPL as well. Like, you have been there just to showcase your experience. So how has your experience been, and how, how have you grown in your own self?
Well, the experience has been pretty amazing. Last time we played with mostly Indian teams, but unfortunately,